Hello everybody and welcome back to FM2020 with York City, with me EP1. This is the first proper episode of Season 4 as we kick off the new season. Now we're in the Football League, now we're in the big time, now we're in League 2. But first up, I've got a glorified cup game in the way. I'm actually annoyed it's a cup game first. I wanted league game action. There is a double header this episode. First off, we have Chesterfield. Should I say Cheltenham? It's Chesterfield. Read. Use your brain. Use your eyes. In the Carabao Cup. And then if we click at the schedule, we'll have Burton in League 2 as well. So let's jump straight into it. We've got to select our team for the first game of the season. Let's go to squad view and let's do it from squad view as we pick all the players and sort them by position. Goalkeepers, a quite an easy one for goalkeepers. We know it's going to be Jacob OJ. Now, it's their defence is when we start having a few questions, because at the back end of last season, a few little things were happening. Certain players are coming into the first team more than not. But we are going to go with the same back three that ended last season and played very, very well. That would be Charlie Oliver on the right-hand side, Niall Mayer in the middle, and on the left-hand side, Lewis Baines. Right wing back is going to go to Thomas Hill. If I can find him, there he is. Thomas Hill, all the way down here. He is going in right wing back. Left wing back, we're going to start off the season with David Ferguson as our left wing back. As you can see, we have three options for this left-hand side. Jason Sahara can play centre-half as well. And we brought in Jacob Kington last episode. And he is our new young left wing back who we'll be looking to develop, the young 18-year-old. David Ferguson, obviously in his primer years, the 28-year-old in his peak of his career. So yeah, it may be a transition season between these two, and then Jason Sahara may play more action as Lewis Baines back up for that left-hand side central defensive centre-back role. That is not that's CDM. I need to pick my CDM first, don't I, before I pick that. We are going to go with the man who played very, very well at the back end of last season. There he is. Pascal Juan Estrada, the Austrian-Mexican. Then David Ferguson, left wing back. Right-hand side centre mid. There's only one man who can go there. The man who is an absolute hero for us in the cup. That would be Adam Maric, the Swedish man who scored lots and lots of goals from outside the box last season for us. And we are going to start with Ben in that advanced playmaker role. But we do have Max Saunders on the bench who is ready to take in that role when it comes to it. He is our new star player, our new star midfielder signing from the summer. So we are ready to put him in the team. It's up to Ben to fight for this position right now, which is exciting times. Up top is another bit of a dilemma. I'm going to start with my two boys and we're going to leave the loanee on the bench. So that'll be Carl McFarlane on the left and Mooney on the right. Keasley Mooney, the top goal scorer from last season, the star man indeed. Then we're going to have Ryan on the bench, the loanee in from Brighton. Looks like a terrific pressing forward, advanced forward kind of player. Lots of good physicals, some good first touch as well. They can't exactly finish, but we're going to teach him that. That'll be fine. So yeah, we're going to start him on the bench. So he will be bench number one guy. Bench number two guy is going to be Max Saunders for sure. And then Taylor Maloney as well, because he can fill in and CDM as well as in centre mid. We luckily get 7 subs now. We're in the Football League, which is excellent. So I get to throw some youngsters on the bench, which I'm very excited about. Youngster number one will be Jacob Kingston. We're going to put Sahara on the bench as well, and then we have 2 more spots. So Nathan Dyer needs to go on the bench because we're going to need a right wing back. Who else do we throw on this bench now? That is a question. We have to chip between Harry Spratt, Mark McGuinness, Young, Jameson, King, Jenkins and Liam Roper. Liam Roper is our young striker prospect. Only 18 years old, an interesting prospect with some good physicals, but he's also 6'4", so I think we're going to throw him on the bench and give him as much football as we can this year, and then we will get into the action straight away, process straightforward, and get this season cracking off. As you can see, we've got a new thumbnail. I do want to update the thumbnail every single season. Get the frick to the Chesterfield game. Holy moly game. I thought I was ready. I do apologise. Yeah, new thumbnail every season because that's fun, it keeps it interesting, and you also know exactly where you're at. So if you see at the end of the video, the thumbnail's different for the next episode you should be watching, it's a different season. That just makes it easier for you guys. That is the team then, all the chemistry lines in as well. Great chemistry because we've kept this squad together. If you want to have a quick little look at dynamics, very good. Very, very good. Zero issues. Everybody in good groups. Only one guy in other so far and 2 social B groups, so we'll slowly get them into the core groups and then have some great dynamics as well. Hierarchy is all set in. I am expecting Max Saunders to rise from influential up into maybe a high influential, maybe team leader player very quickly. And with David Ferguson dropping some playing time this year, we expect him to fall from this role as well. So we'll see who takes that team leader role away from Ferguson. Captain is obviously Oliver. I did give Max Saunders the vice captain armband because I want him to be an influential player and I want him to feel respected and be respected by a lot of the boys. So we're going to try and use that vice captain's armband to boost him up in the hierarchy of our dressing room. Alright, straight into the team talk. First team talk of the season. You should always do them and never give them to your assistant. That is the rule of that. You should try and do everything in the game. It does give you benefits if you know what you're doing. Some things the assistant manager does because it can't be bothered. Alright, so, calmly. All of the best, boys. Just have fun. There's no need to pressurise them. Game number 1. It is only a cup game. I'm not exactly too bothered about it, and the board doesn't give a monkeys either. So, first walkout of the season, first game of the season. I'm very, very excited to be back on FM. I haven't played for about 7 days because I pre-recorded a lot of season 3 and I got very, very ahead of myself. So I had a lot of time to play some other games, which is nice, but it's also very nice to get back to the FMs and enjoy this York City save. Hill on this right hand side. This is an opening highlight, which I probably shouldn't be commentating on. Ferguson, though, is in a good position. He's beat his man a shot. That's not a dreadful opening highlight in this game. I'll take that. We're still on positive because I'm expecting to be an alright side in this league. We'll see how that develops throughout the season. We may be dropping down to cautious or standard to try and help our balance out. So far in, about 5-6 minutes into this game, we are utterly dominant. We just need a little bit of a creative spark. Here is Ferguson with the free kick. 8 minutes in. Ball in towards Bain at back post. And that's 1-0 up. Lewis Baines with the first goal of the season. David Ferguson with the assist. David Ferguson, of course, lead assists from last season. So yeah, it's only taken us 8 minutes to get our first goal of the season. It came in the cup. And it is Lewis Baines with the header at back post. And that is a terrific, terrific start. We're going to demand some more out of the boys, because we want them to continue. Estrada is back to his old ways of being aggressive all the time. What a man. What a weird specimen of a man. It's because he's half Mexican, half Austrian. That's what it is. He got pressured by that. Ferguson, free kick in the same spot. In towards Maric. Oh, that's over the crossbar. That could have been another goal there. If that was the centre-half, who was a little bit taller than Maric, they might have got over it and put it into the back of the net. Good delivery so far from free kick to the left-hand side of Ferguson. Here's Hill, though. Throw it in deep in our half. Hill up against the touchline, in towards Estrada. Now Ben, can he rotate the ball out? He can with his left peg out to Ferguson. He's driving forward now. Finds McFarlane out wide. McFarlane battles with Buxton but finds the ball into the box. Mooney. Now Ferguson finds McFarlane half a chance. That is an awful shot, McFarlane. Needs to be doing a lot better there, Carl McFarlane. Otherwise, son, you're going to be on the bench like you were last year because Aho stole your job. And you're not going to like that, are you? He actually didn't moan at all last season, despite the fact he was meant to be a regular starter and hardly played, so I can't really mind. Good tackle by Ben on McManaman, and he's beat a defender as well, and he's away, using his pace. He's beat another one, into Mooney! Oh, great chance for Mooney to get his first goal of the season. Great save by the goalkeeper. That is stunning play by Ben. Absolutely cracking play by Ishmael Ben. I'm not going to say anything to the boys, because they don't need to be told anything. There's no need to shout when they're doing nothing wrong, so nothing to report. Reed chasing down Baines after the long ball into the corner. Here's Mayer. Little ball to Oliver. It's going, casual little build up so far. Here's Mayer again. Back to Oliver again. Back to the goalkeeper. Jacob OJ to Baines. Good football at the back by the back four. Now it's Ferguson. High and wide on the left hand side. Back to Baines. Just keeping the ball. No mistakes being made so far. OJ. That's a left-footed drive the ball towards Hill. Taking it in a stride. And now he's one-on-one with the defender. Beating for pace. And he gets the ball in towards McFarlane. Oh, it's off the crossbar. That was a cracking bit of football by the boys. We're looking at an excellent first game of the season. This is really, really promising. Really, really exciting. Really, really buzzing to be back on this. With the boys playing like this. Here's Hill with a chance to whip it in after a poor corner. Gets it in towards Mooney at back post. Keasley Mooney, first goal of the season. And he is doing cartwheels already. The man who absolutely shredded the Valorama National League North. He then absolutely shredded the Valorama League. He is in League 2 and he is banging in goals in the Carabao Cup. That's a cracking header by the man. Hopefully he can lead us to glory once again. We're predicted to finish, I think it's about 16th, 17th this season. So hopefully we can outperform that and get, mid-table, mid to high table. A beater though. Good chance, good bit of football here from Chesterfield. Reed. Back to Coyle. Now Evans with a blast from range. Ooh, that's a whisker away, that is. That was a good effort for about 35 yards out. Evans with the big blast to CDM. Heading towards half time. Just going to have a little shout of demand more. Wouldn't hurt, I don't think. Ben's been playing well. Marriage has been quiet. But he does seem to pop up in the more important games. He does seem to take control of them cup ties when we need something special. Free kick here for Chesterfield. That's left hand side. Wakefield into the ball. Yarney. Header, clips the crossbar. That is out of play. And we are heading into the dressing rooms by all accounts any second now. 2-0 up at half time. Possession's been clawed back by them, but we are still in control of possession. 2 goals up. We've had 7 shots on target. 11 overall. We have committed less fouls than them as well by 1. What should we say to the boys? I think we're just going to calmly say I'm very happy with that and keep it up. I don't want to, you don't be over the top about it. Just say well done. These are the standards that we expect to see at York City Football Club after the last couple of years. Playing very, very good football. Only won that one minor disappointment really where we didn't get promoted the first time of asking in the National League due to a loss in the playoffs. Wakefield with the corner in towards Reed. Estrada with a good header and now Ben picks it up. Ben. He's on his weaker side here. He is left footed, so he'll have to cut in if he wants to cross and he's going to use his weak peg. He does cut in. Ball into back post and Ferguson! He's found bottom corner! That is a cracking counter attack from York City! David Ferguson gets his first goal of the season. Ishmael Ben will take all of the plaudits though. Drags the ball from one end of the pitch to the other in an absolute flash. Then he picks out Ferguson with the perfect cross. That's a lovely cultured side-footed volley into bottom corner. And David Ferguson has made it 3-0 here and it's time to ring the changes. Hill though, before we do make the changes, here's Hill. Marriage loses the ball to Coyle. Might take Marriage off. It's been a little bit lacklustre this game. He's not really in it. McManaman. Doesn't really matter though when your centre mid partner Ben's dominating the match. Buxton, Evans, Coyle. Can Chesterfield get one back here and stop me from bringing on the kids, I suppose? Shade out this left hand side. Tries to get the ball in, he does. He finds Wakefield. Good header, but it's straight at Jacob OJ. And now with 50 minutes played, it's time to make our first sub of the game. Thomas Hill is the most tired player, so I'm going to take him off. We're going to bring on Nathan Dyer, the more defensive right wing back. And we will confirm that substitute. As Ferguson whips in a free kick. Wow. Mayer chasing down Reed. That's a long lumping ball and OJ will collect that. And just plays around with it. Keeps it at its feet. Now he plays the ball down the left of Ferguson. He's out on his own, but he beats the defender and launches the ball towards the striker. Yarney, that's a mistake. And Mooney is half away here and drives at goal. But Codlington keeps hold of that. That was another mistake at the back from Yarney that time. Chesterfield are all over the place, but here's a corner for them. Chance to get a goal back in this game. Oliver a header away. Ben half beats McManaman, but McManaman finds Wakefield. Back to McManaman. Drive at goal, but Jacob OJ collects easily. And then he boots it. That was the weirdest boot animation I've seen in my life. Where did the ball go? I don't know if he hit someone with that kick out, but anyway, it didn't go where it was meant to intend by all accounts. Here's Dyer though. Tries to get the cross in, but it's blocked. Oliver, ball over top to Mooney. Oh, what a save by the goalkeeper. Offside flags up anyway. What a cracking idea that is from Charlie Oliver, the centre defender, with a cultured little clip over the top for Mooney. Moving in towards the 60th minute, we have been utterly dominant this game. It's been such a great performance. We haven't quite dominated possession quite as I like, but that is not our style. We are a reactive, semi-counter-attacking side with this formation. We do like to play long at times. Here's Oliver. Jumps over that slide tackle and finds Ben. Oliver again. Down the line to Dyer. Obita has it though. Here's McManaman. Over to Wakefield. Now it's towards Shade. This right hand side for Chesterfield. Wakefield again. Can he switch the play maybe? Yes he can. Out to McManaman. Now Obita. He beats Dyer. Can he get the cross in? No. Drops it to Coyle. Back to Obita. Cross goes in towards Sims. The header is tipped onto the post by OJ and mopped up by Oliver. It's out for a corner and Chesterfield have half a chance there. Gonna shout, get creative, because I want something out of my boys. Oliver, Coyle, great block. Another block from the blast. That's great defending at the back from us. Yanni. Highlight ends. What a dramatic bit of defending that was. Really, really passionate at the back end to make sure we keep this clean sheet and give Jacob OJ the clean sheet off the bat as well. Great performance so far from the boys. Ferguson's been excellent. At 9 as well. He's seen, this is what I mean. This is why you bring in a youngster like Jacob Kingston, because Ferguson's seen it and gone, here we go, I need to perform. And he has stepped up as well. Seriously stepped up this game. But who hasn't stepped up, it's Alan Marich, and I think it's time to bring on one of the new recruits, which is Max Saunders, the centre mid. He's going to be playing in his, not his ideal role exactly, his centre mid support, but I'm sure he'll get on for his debut, so he gets a little bit of a clap from the boys. Marich hasn't been great this game, as he finds Oliver with a little ball. Now Oliver to Dyer, slightly overhit I'd say, but Dyer does well. It was McFarlane, good header, but Codlington catches. We've had plenty of opportunities to be more than 3 here. We have looked good. We're going forward indeed, so I'm very, very happy with the way we're performing. I'm not sure where Chesterfield are relative to us in the football pyramid, should I say, so more freedom as we enter the 80th minute. I think it might be time to bring on that last substitute after this corner. Here's Ferguson now. Ball in. Edwards heads away and now it's Shade. Long ball to McManaman. Driving at the defence. Estrada slows him down. Excellent tackle by Estrada and a long ball is a wasted one. But Ferguson and Mooney will chase it down and hurry their defence. Rushed goal kick by them. Now it's Ben over the top for Mooney. Mooney's offside, so we can't collect that ball anyway. We will make our final substitution of the game. We're going to bring on the youngster Liam Roper for a little bit of football. We're going to bring him on for Carl McFarlane and let him have, the 10 minutes at the end of this cup tie. Looks like we've got it in the bag though. Here's Wakefield. Down the line to Shade. Can he get a ball in? Saunders goes over the little playmaker. Buxton, McManaman, Shade, offside. It is offside. The offside flag is up. It's Ellis Sims who scores the goal, but McManaman was offside from the pass. That was deep here. Buxton here plays the ball, and McManaman was clearly offside. Good square ball by him. And well done by them, but the offside flag foils that plan and keeps our clean sheet intact so far. I don't want to shout anything because we're 3-0 up, so I'm just going to leave him alone. Roper, Chance shows down Yanni. It's a long ball to McManaman. Ferguson wins the header but only finds Buxton. Ben closes him down and now it's Coyle. Out to Wakefield, quickly to Shade. They're moving the ball about better now. Now a beater. Back to Shade, he's beating the defence. Oh, that is awful. What a terrible miss by their striker. Oh, he's not a striker, it's Shade. How did he miss that? That was a great opportunity for them. Yardy with the throw in. Ferguson wins it. Finds Saunders. Crossfield ball's poor. That doesn't find anyone, Saunders, son. You need to be doing better than that. Now it's Obita. It's been all Chesterfield in the last 20 minutes of the game, but they haven't scored. Ferguson with the header away. On again. Now Edwards. Forward over towards Sims. Saunders picks up the ball now and he's a chance to run at the defence. Little slip ball. Roper is away. Liam Roper smashes it in bottom corner. 4-0. Max Saunders gets his first assist of the season. Liam Roper, the young 18-year-old, gets on the score sheet as well. And we have killed this game off with another counter-attack. Max Saunders does really well with this weighted ball around the defence. Roper with the correct run. And he slots it in bottom corner, clipping off the post. It's been a very, very clinical performance by us. Now here's Ferguson with a free kick. Can we get a fifth? Shade. Coyle hacks it away. And Saunders will get there. He just slowly trots over to it. Back to OJ. Just keep possession and keep it calm. No need for any real excitement anymore. Here's Mayer. It's a long ball over the top towards Roper. It's a poor ball and Edwards. Now quick bit of passing and finds McManaman. Poor ball finds Ben though. Ben's ball is blocked and now it's Yardy on his right hand side. The central defender. Now Coyle. In towards Sims. Now Shade with the blast from just outside the box. Over. They've had plenty of shots. They've had the same amount of shots last. We've just been a lot more clinical. And second half, as you can see, the possession is back to even. So they've had more possession second half. Our quick start has really given us the platform to play a more counter-attacking style as Shade shoots wildly from the edge of the box and wastes another opportunity for Chesterfield. On another day where this might have been tighter, but we've been very, very good in front of goal and very, very good at finishing chances. That was a reckless challenge by Coyle on Baines. Baines with a free kick. In towards Ben. Back to Baines. Couple of minutes or seconds to tick down here. Ben to Ferguson. Out on his left hand side. Chance to get the ball in. Yardy with a good tackle up against Ferguson that time. Now McManaman, who smashes it out for a throw-in after being pressured by Ben. Good closing down by Ben again. Good work rate by the playmaker. Showing why he wants to be in this team. It's not all about the fancy passing. It's sometimes just about playing the way we want as a team. And that is a cracking 4-0 result. First game of the season for us. David Ferguson with man of the match. He was excellent throughout, including that assist for the first goal. And a goal as well himself. Predicted it was meant to go to penalties, but York, we have smashed them up this game. Chesterfield, taken apart by us. That was a very nice victory. I'm going to be passionate about that. Very, very, very nice victory. Very happy about that. Burton won their game against Port Vale in the cup as well. So here we go then, ready for the Burton game. Made a few substitutes, so Ferguson's not 100%. He's obviously tired after that great performance last time out, so we're going to drop him out of the squad. In comes to him Jason Sahara on his left-hand side. It's centre half. Mark McGuinness is coming in the centre. Mayer's not 100%. He's at 91%, so we're going to take him out to keep the squad rotating afresh. Ben has picked up a slight knock in training, so he's now going to miss. He's going to start on the bench at 88%. That means Max Saunders gets his first start of the season. And up top is going to be Ryan. I need to change your name, man. I cannot be saying your name all the time. That is rule number 1. Your name is too long. What is your name going to be? Ryan something. Fazza. That'll do. Ryan Fazza. There you go. You can have that as your name so I can actually say it, because I'm not going to be able to pronounce your name otherwise. And no, I don't want to learn how to. That's just not the way I am. It's just get used to it. So yeah, a couple of little small tweaks to the lineup. I didn't think McFarlane was great last time out. That's why I'm dropping him, to give the youngster a run out so we get to start the league season off. We did just have the second round draw for the Carabao Cup, and we have championship side Forest Green in the second round. So A very, very tricky tie that we probably won't see because it's in like 2 games' time. I won't be coming back for 2 games' time. Apparently we're underdogs in this game. Jesus, hello. We've got nothing to lose here, so to show you boys what we are capable of. Certainly say I've got some faith in the boys, get them nice and motivated and happy so we can start this game against Burton. As we are apparently underdogs, I'm going to drop the balanced off the start of the game so I don't make any silly mistakes. Good closing down with the front 2 off the kickoff, but Richardson does have the ball with real uncontested and the game gets underway. Let's see how good we are against by all accounts a good Burton side if you look at the how it's meant to be stacking up. So, oh my god, we finally have a highlight. Here's Max Saunders with a corner in. Mooney with a blast. Whoa, is that blocked or saved? I couldn't work out. Great opportunity. It took 27 minutes for the first highlight, and that was a cracker. Now Hill with a corner in. Finds Sahara. Back out to Hill. Plenty of time to whip it in. That's a terrible cross, son. And now it's Sarkic. Oliver battling around. Hutchison just freaking levelled him, ref. Yellow card. Have a word, son. Hawkins with the goal kick. Action's kicked off in this game now. Now it's Mooney. Good header by Oliver. Mooney beats one and has a shot. Hawkins with the save. That's a weird position for a goalkeeper to be in that situation. He's really far up his goal. Go for the dink there, Mooney. Go over the top of him. Hill with the corner in. In towards that middle-ish area. Fazza pushed a goal. Fazza pushed Richardson, and that is not good enough at all. Another highlight here. Here's Hill. Mooney. It's a poor ball, Mooney, son. Need you better than that. Beat your first man. Here's Baines. Ball out wide to Sahara's on, but he's gone the other direction. Now Maric finds Sahara. Good switch. Sahara tries to get the cross in, but it's blocked. He's not quite as good as Ferguson going forward, and we do lose a little bit when he's not on the pitch. But here's Sahara. Nice little ball to Maric. Ball out to Hill. Plenty of time to get the ball into the box if he wishes. He does. He finds Sahara back post. Oh, the header off the crossbar. Jason Sahara is a big boy. I think he's like 6'4" left wing back. That was a great opportunity to get his first goal of the season. It clatters off the woodwork. And we are heading towards half time. 0-0 so far. Unless in these final 5 minutes we get a goal. Here's some action again. Sahara to Fazza. Ball in towards Mooney. Saunders to a chance to shoot. Does. Hawkins easy save. Saunders got to hit a corner there, son. We've kept their top end quiet. Here's Atkinson though as I speak that one up. Good block in the wall. Now Greenwood. Not Mason Greenwood, thankfully. Here's Hutchinson. Now to Sarkic. Dived in tackle, missed. And Sarkic has a shot, but it's wide of the goal. That is a pretty poor effort by their striker. That was a wild challenge for whoever that was. He just laid on the ground. Hill and Sahara have been kept quiet by their 2 fullbacks, but we've kept their attacking players quiet as well. We are dominating possession. We just haven't been able to unlock this defence of the Burton Albion team. I would passionately say I'm happy with the performance and keep it up because we're meant to be underdogs and we are giving them a bit of a spanking so far apart from the scoreline. So all we have to do is get a goal and hopefully that will be that. Here's Hill on his right hand side from the opening kick-off. In towards midfield to find Saunders. He is a bit short for my liking, I'm not going to lie. Saunders, Estrada, Sahara. Back to Estrada. Now a left-footed switch out to Hill his right-hand side. Cross is blocked, but it's a throw-in. The highlight won't continue by all accounts because that was a bad throw-in by Hill. Sahara and Hill are having poor games. I think it's going to be time to take off Hill very, very shortly. Nathan Dyer, I'm going to go tell to warm up in a couple of minutes. Get himself limbered up to go on this right-hand side. Both of our full wing-backs are on 6.4s. That is not good enough from us. And Adam Maric, for the second game in a row, has been quiet. Saying that, so has Strada. But maybe the game's not taken into the fact that Adam Maric has kept their midfield quiet and they haven't created anything. This is really, really dull game. 63 minutes played. We've had very, very little action in this game. I'm just going to encourage the boys. Just try and lift them a little bit more. Just try and spark something out of them. There we go. Fired up. couple of the boys to see if we can try and get some action as we head to the 70th minute. It is time to make a substitute on both flanks. Jacob Kington is coming on for his debut, as well as Nathan Dyer on his right hand side. We're swapping both wing backs out as we try and make some action. But here is Burton now with Atkinson on this right hand side. I think it's Estrada. Now Atkins. Ball in towards Fox. He'd be dangerous in the box as he's a fox in the box. Well, Hutchinson. Ball around the corner. Greenwood is half away. Gets a shot away, but it's slashed across the goal. Kind of wild by them. They're focused up, so a good team shout by their goalkeeper. It might be the goalkeeper. He might have just bollocks them all for playing shit in front of him, and he's kept them in it so far. Here's Oliver, just going for a little wander down the line. Finds Mooney. He's been quiet this game as well. Now Adam Maric. Dyer. Maric. Saunders. Strada. Maric. Strada. Football tinging about. Now Oliver. Can we stretch the play here, boys? Good ball over the top for Dyer. Tries to get the cross in. Does. In towards Saunders, who gets the header. The man who's 5'6" wins the header in the box, but Hawkins easily collects that. Mooney closed Hawkins down, and that is a header towards Allen. Kington. I'm going to have to change his name to Kingston, because I'm just going to keep calling them that. Baines. Saunders. I will name you what I decide to name you. Saunders still. Good run. Into the box. Keeps going. Oh, shot is blocked, and it goes out for a goal kick because it comes off Fazza. Unlucky Saunders. That was a good drive. Good effort, son. I like it. Greenwood. Hutchinson now. 1 goal decides this game, and I really don't want to be conceding it right now. I feel like we'd be FM'd if so. Atkinson. Hutchinson. Atkinson. Now Wallace in the centre of the park. No one around him. Finds Allen. Allen with a chance to get the ball in from this right hand flank for them. Dyer with the header away. Only as far as Greenwood. That's blocked. Dyer gets it up again and finds Fazza. Can he release Mooney? He does now. Down this right hand side. Keasley Mooney. Chance to get the ball into the box. Pulls it back for Maric. Now Saunders. Slip ball somewhere maybe. Maric now. Now Estrada. Back to Maric. Now Dyer. Now Maric. Maric gets frustrated and blasts it out of the defender. It's out for a throw-in. They're very, very narrow and very, very, very low blockage, and it is stifling our attack because we're more of a counter-attacking side. We need to get an early goal in these games, and then we can start stretching teams, and that's when we can do our damage. Here's Maric, though. Maric with a blast from range. It's wide and ugly. Good effort by Adam Maric, though. Scored plenty of those last season and thought he'd try his luck in this game. As we towards the 80th minute in this game, Adam Maric has got his rating back up to a 6.7, so he's had a better last 20-30 minutes, you could say, but it hasn't been excellent. It might be time to ring one last substitute with 5 more minutes on the game, and we're going to try and win the game by taking Adam Maric off, I think, for Taylor Maloney. Taylor Maloney, the man last season who scored 4 goals in 1 game off the bench, with 3 of them coming from outside of the box. It was a cracking hat-trick by him. We're now into the 89th minute, and it will be brutal to concede a goal for either side right here. It's been an even affair so far. Estrada out to Kington. Actually said it correctly. Ball in towards Mooney. Oh, that's a chance. That's a chance. Talking of chances, what are the match stats looking like? Have we had any chances? 0.5 clear-cut chances for anybody. We've had 3 half chances. Man of the match so far is going to the central defender called Anderson. But here's Maloney. Last kick of the game. Corner goes over the top of all of them. Mooney will collect. And the whistle blows for a dull 0-0 draw here at Burton Albion. Josh Smith, the referee, gets a 5.8. He was awful by all accounts then. Well. Thomas Hill, worst performer. Charlie Oliver, best performer for us with some good passing. I'm going to say they've done excellent though, because by all accounts, they're meant to be one of the better sides. So I'm going to say you're unlucky. But Guinness doesn't give a shit about that, by all accounts. So, yeah, we're just going to say that and end the episode. I've got another game in 2 days. We are 15th in the table. That is in and around where we are predicted to finish. Plymouth Argyle are top of the table. And we will then pick out somewhere in the schedule to come back. Plymouth Argyle are looking for a perfect little candidate right now, aren't they? We will come back for the current league leaders, Plymouth Argyle, on the 27th of the 8th, 2022. And we will also have Cambridge United in that game as well. Where are Cambridge in the league currently? They are third. They are third. So we're going to come back for first and third currently. Obviously, plenty can change in that time. We will see how they are doing in the league, and we'll see how we are doing after a good chunk of games. That will be what? 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, that's a cup game. That doesn't count. 4. Yeah, we are our 6th, 7th game of the season. I can do maths, me. Well done, me. I can count. I've got fingers. Yeah, so we'll come back for the Plymouth game. Until then, have a good time. Stay safe, everybody. If you got it to the end of the video, like and subscribe is greatly appreciated. And as always, guys, peace out.